This is going to be a voiceover, so I'm just gonna do this. So welcome to my reading journal, everyone. I feel like everybody journals with the Archer and Olive ones, and I decided not to go that route, mostly because I didn't plan it out soon enough for me to be able to order one and it get here on time. So we're just going with what I have, which is this one. This is a Denic notebook. I don't know, if I find it online, I'll link it somewhere in the description if you're interested, but it's also probably going to annoy a lot of you that I'm using this because, yes, it's a lines notebook. So I will be like doing this like a scrapbooking reading journal. So we're just gonna like work with the lines and see what we can do with them and just go from there, you know? Honestly, I'm not picky and I don't truly care about whether there are lines or not. So like I said, we're gonna have like, you know, a little scrapbooking moment. I printed out some pictures online of kind of like the aesthetic I wanted to go for. So there's that. I also have a couple of bigger images that I want to possibly use, and I have a whole giant thing of scrapbooking paper from years past that my family has sort of collected that we've never used, so that's fun. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna get started now and see what happens. In case anybody wanted to know, I am restarting King Falls AM, which is my favorite podcast ever. So if you're interested in, I don't know, listening to it, definitely do it because it's so good. Alright guys, let's start the voiceover. So I decided I wanted to do like a title page at the beginning, like I've seen other people do. I don't know, 90% of what I'm doing is just things that I've seen other people do and sort of copied and was influenced by. So yeah, that's pretty much all I did. There's really no describing what I just did there. That was it. This next page is going to be sort of like my reading library, as in like all the books that I read this year. I feel like everybody does this sort of spread, so it's pretty self-explanatory, but I'm basically just gluing down big pieces of scrapbooking paper with copy paper on top of it so I can cover up the lines of my notebook and make sure that my little library looks really cute. But it's essentially where you just like draw a bunch of books, you know, and you color them in as you read them. If you couldn't tell just then, I actually messed up the lines like very badly, and then I had to re-glue the original page down and then realized I still messed it up, so just had to, you know, go over it with pen in a completely different manner. So that was fun. And then this part takes me forever, so I'm just gonna stop talking and you guys can just watch and listen to the soothing jazz that I will hopefully put behind this video. Yeah, just I'll leave past me to it. Also, you'll notice that I left a couple of spaces, like specifically on that second shelf up there. Originally, I had planned to go back and add like a vase with a plant and stuff like that, but then I just said, you know what? I'm really just not that good at doodling, so I'm just gonna go back and cover it up with books. Also, ignore what I just did there. I really just messed that up, and we're just gonna pretend that that little diagonal line there didn't happen. And then I just decided to go in with this maroon colored scrapbooking paper and create titles for the top, which I actually really like how that turned out at the end. I really like how it turned out because it kind of covers up where the scrapbooking paper didn't reach the top of the page. Also, this is when my stupid pen just decided to die on me. I've literally never used this pen but like once, and it just decided to just stop working. So I'm just gonna go ahead and tape it down in the video. Yeah, and I'll just go back and fix it later. So this spread, I wanted to make a visual spread of the 21 books I will get to in 2021 video that I made. So essentially, I'm just creating a spread where I'm going to glue/tape down all of the book covers of the books that I mentioned in that video with little hearts under them, and every time I read one of those books I will, mark it off in my journal, and my goal is to read all 21 of these books this year so that when I make my reaction video next year I did not just read half of them like I did in 2020. You know how it is. Also, I apologize in advance for two things. The first of which is I am messy. I'm just gonna put that out there. I've got all my crap everywhere in the frame. It's not very neat, so you're just gonna have to ignore that until I get better at this. And the second apology that I have to make is that I filmed this toward the end of the day, so you'll notice as the video goes on that the light slowly starts deteriorating and the, footage gets a little grainy and fuzzy because the ISO had to be so high, and yep, I blame myself for that in hindsight, but it's fine. We're here. We're doing it. Lessons learned. So this is the second to last spread that I wanted to make in the beginning of my reading journal, and that was a book tracker. I've seen some people make a page where they literally just draw a bunch of little boxes with numbers in them, and then they mark off when they read a book. And so my goal this year is to read 50 books, and so I made 50 little boxes, and we'll mark them off when the time comes. And yep, you can just watch me do that. Watch me not know how to keep the journal in the frame, because I don't know if anybody else does this, but when I write and do stuff, I have my face so close to the table. It's like I need my nose literally inches away from my project that I'm working on for me to be able to concentrate and focus. I don't know why that is, but do you know how much of a struggle it was for me to not do that so I could film this video? It was so much of a struggle. So I hope you guys appreciate this despite how not so good this footage is. Also, another side note, I have absolutely no idea where any of these things are from. I'm pretty sure 90% of the, pens and the washi tape and stuff that I have is just from Michael's. I don't really know the names of anything. I'm not like a scrapbooking, journaling guru, so I apologize. But I did order a bunch of stationery stuff that I want to end up using in these videos. So hopefully that'll be fun in the future when I make, full spreads about the books that I'm reading rather than just tracking stuff, which I do have plans to do. So that's fun and exciting, I guess, for me at least. I don't know. Okay, so the next spread that I wanted to make was a monthly status tracker, I guess. I don't really know if I'm going to end up using this, but I just wanted another, spread. But anyway, so it's a monthly stats. That's what I'm trying to say. Monthly stats tracker. So you'll see here that I just make a chart in that little copy paper square that I put down, and I'll put the month on the left side of the chart, and I didn't actually write anything else for the rest of the chart, but what I think I'll keep track of is the number of books that I read each month, and then also the type of book. So whether it was how many ebooks, audiobooks, or physical books that I ended up reading. Again, I don't normally do any of this or even care about any of this, so I don't really know if I'm going to use it, but I don't know, I thought it was cute to have. We'll find out. And then then on the other side, I just wanted to make a cute little like quote page. So I glued down this like, you know, bookshelf background and some ripped paper and some washi tape. And I didn't actually put the quote down there yet, but after I filmed this video, I went back and filled it in. And the quote that I chose was, of course, from The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, because I can't not choose Victoria Schwab when I have the chance. And it says, "Books she has found are a way to live 1,000 lives or to find strength in a very long one," which I'm sure lots of people have heard before. Oh, we're on January spread, my bad. So this is my beginning of the January spread. If it annoys any of you guys that I did not center that January 2021 title in the middle of that page, it annoys me too, so don't worry. I'm not too crazy about these spreads, to be honest with you. At this point, the light was getting dark and I just wanted to finish before my mom got home to see the mess that I had created on the dining room table. So I'm just kind of rushing through this, and like I said, I'm not a huge fan of what I ended up doing, but it works, and hopefully in the future I'll just get better at it as time goes along, you know? So on the left side is my title page, on the right side is my TBR for the month. I only had 5 books in my TBR. If you've seen my video for it, you would know that. And yeah, I've just been playing around with some of the images and stuff. And so this last spread, I decided to make a sort of books I read this month spread, which I will not fill out until obviously the end of the month when I find out which books I actually ended up reading. But I just covered it up with some scrapbooking paper because actually I found that this makes the pages of this notebook thicker, like a true like journaling notebook that I've seen other people use. So I enjoy covering the pages like this, but it was very hard to get them to be straight, and that sort of little like gap in the very middle where the spine is kind of annoys me, but honestly I just don't care enough to really be bothered too much by it. So I made 2 more little titles like I had in previous spreads, put some washi tape at the bottom and darken the title, and that was pretty much it. I'll put some book covers there when I'm done, and there we go. So you guys, this is the final look of the journal. I like some of the pages, I like some of them a little less than others, but it is what it is, and I'm hoping that I can just get better at it the longer that I do it. I am looking forward to making like full page spreads of all the books that I really enjoyed every month, so hopefully you will get more videos like that in the future, and I will get better at filming them. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I know this isn't the usual sort of video that I do, so I appreciate you, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye!